What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Starting a little late today. My bad, not the normal time. Had a few things I had to get taken care of. Dustin, thanks for checking in on me, checking on the live stream. But if I ever skip a live stream, I'll make sure to post that I'm going to be missing it. But no, just run a little bit behind today. Had to clear up a few things, but we're back in action. Hope you guys had a good week. And we have hopefully we can run through these fairly quick, but we're going to go through a lot of classic cars coming up for sale this week. So we'll do that. But other than that, I hope you guys had a good weekend. You guys relaxing, getting ready for bed probably pretty soon. Me too. Me too. Have any of you guys, I had a horrible experience today. Horrible, let me get it. Any of you guys tried these stupid things? These things are horrible. Made me want to feel like dying today. I've been brainwashed. I was peer pressured by social media. Has any one of you guys tried Zins? Those things are horrible. Don't recommend it. Yeah, not too many people on right now. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Pete. Thank you guys all for tuning in here. Yeah, only a few people in the chat. That's no worries, because today's actually a good one, because we're going to see a lot of old cars right now. But yeah, we had a pretty busy week this week. We sold a few cars. Luckily, the previous week, not last week, but the week before that, so 2 weeks ago, I guess. Very slow week. We didn't sell any cars. But this past week, I ended up buying a Corvette out of Kansas from a YouTube subscriber. But what's up, Pops? How you doing? So I got a Corvette coming in from Kansas that I bought off one of you guys. So hopefully that is a nice one. I should be getting the title tomorrow and start getting getting paid, and then get the transportation lined up. I have my pace car supposedly sold. If you guys remember, you remember that video I posted probably about 6 months ago, 4 months ago, to where I sold a Mercedes to a guy in New York and he backed out last second and kind of just messed everything up? Well, seems like he's redeeming himself and buying this pace car. So he sent me $7,500 to hold it, signed all the paperwork. He got the paperwork yesterday, signed it, mailing it back with a check. So got the pace car sold. Then we sold a little bit of some other little buy here, pay here cars. Good night. Hope you're having a good night. Relaxing on the TV. Hopefully a lot of you guys are doing. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. The one where the wife called in. And the weird part about the whole deal, John's such a nice guy. It was a messed up situation with that Mercedes on my part, but he apologized multiple times over on it. But he wanted an automatic, but he just loves the look of the pace car so much that he's buying it knowing it's manual, and says it's going to give him some motivation to get his leg worked out with the clutch. So we'll see how that goes. Which car did John? He bought the pace car, my 2008 pace car, Corvette, the one with the checkered flags. And so I sold an '08 and I bought an '08. So the Corvette I got coming in is an '08 with 47,000 miles on it. And Dustin, I think you said you never tried a Zen. Don't try it, bro. Sucks. How much trying... which card? How much? Try working you down. No. No, he bought it. Well, he's trading something in. So, I'm kind of getting stuck. I'm trying to I can't even speak. I'm sort of getting stuck with his trade-in, but no, he didn't negotiate on the price at all, which is great. I mean, it wasn't really much room to work on negotiation on the price because I gave him some good money for his trade-in. Considering I have to ship it from New York to here, just like it's to ship his new Corvette to him. Send a Corvette to Alabama. I can do that. I can ship cars all over the country, and I buy cars all over the country, so that's not a problem. So the Vet from Kansas, what year? It's a 2008 with 47,000 miles, automatic 3LT. Very nice car. Silver. I may paint some black stripes on it. I already have a silver Corvette, so they're going to look confusing. Even though one's an 06 and manual. This one's an 08 and automatic. But let's jump right into the good stuff, guys. So this week, if you guys are new to these live streams or new followers, thank you guys so much. But every Sunday, I do a live recap like this of what happened this past week and what we got looking forward to. But the important thing this week is going to be my live stream on Wednesday. So we live stream every Sunday night and Wednesday morning. Wednesday mornings are at dealer-only auctions. But the last Wednesday of every month is a classic car sale. So very fun, lots of cool cars. So I take you guys right along the ride with me. So we are going to look on a preview of some of the cars running through right now. It's not all of them. I think he said he uploaded about half of them. So there's still going to be quite a bit uploaded, but we'll take a look as much as we can. Let me know what you guys think. There's some cars on here I've never heard of, never bought, never seen. So maybe you guys could fill me in. But yeah, let's go along for the ride and let's jump into it. So right here. And again, this is going to be my live stream on Wednesday where these cars are going for sale. Right off the bat, we have a car that I'm 1,000% sure I'm not going to buy, but we can look at it. Maybe you guys can talk some sense in me, but I made a whole video about this and people got a little pissed off, but these 30, 40, and 50 models cars is dead money. It's just dead money. They're cool cars. I'm not saying they're not worth anything, but you got to find the buyer for them, and that's the hard part. So when there's no buyers, you have to lower your price. Like this car probably won't get more than $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 at the auction because there's no buyers for it. So that 30s, 40s, 50s market is just dead money. And the people that like these cars are the ones that are selling them. That's the problem in that kind of era of cars. When you get in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s specifically, the people that love them are the people that are selling them. And there's no buyers. Can anybody please hit that like button? It helps out the channel. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you guys for always reminding me to hit that like button. Definitely, if you guys have any friends, recommend them. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers on the channel. Halfway to our goal this year. Hopefully 10,000 by the end of the year. So, I mean, this is just like a basic old car. I mean, wait, where do you go from there on it? It's cool looking. It's different. I mean, what do you guys think this thing's worth? When I say 30s, 40s, 50s, it's like in general. there's still rare birds in those groups that will always have value and always have a market. I mean, there's Corvette lovers, but then you go into like a 53 Corvette, right? Very, very rare car, worth a lot of money, but to find that person to pay that kind of money for the car is hard to do. But I do really think as time goes on, they will not appreciate as much. So, I mean, I'm not even going to make a note on this car because I'm not going to buy it. Now, these one is like a, kind of looks like a Hot Wheels kind of car. Almost looks identical to the other one, just nicer. So this is like a little Rusto mod. I'm assuming it's probably got a crate 350 in it. Yep, crate 350. So this one's a lot nicer than the other one. So this one will probably get a little bit of bids. It's a neat truck back there. I'm sure we'll see that in a second. I don't know. It's just a unique kind of different car. It's probably worth 15 to 20 grand maybe, but you'll sit on it for a while. I don't even know what kind of car is this. A Chevrolet Metro. Never heard of it. Well, have you guys heard of one of these? Older Resto mod 350 V8, some auto. So I'm making notes in here so when it comes to the auction I kind of have a feel of what the car is. Let's see, was this an AC car? Probably not. It is an AC car. How do I know that? There's your AC compressor right here. For those of you guys that don't know, but I'm sure most of y'all did. Now, if it works, that's a different question. Am I going to bid on it? I'll bid on it if it's cheap enough. I mean, I've never heard of the car. I mean, it's got to be worth somewhere around 15 grand at least, maybe. Now, this is a cool truck. Kind of, I don't know if you guys ever follow that guy, that jewelry guy, Moses the Jeweler. Kind of looks like the truck he bought, almost. Another older restoration truck. This one's AC as well. Cool truck. So it looks like this one's from Meekum. I don't know why they don't take these key tags off. I mean, I could just go look up and see what this truck sold for. Which I think I just might. Nice. Retro. Yeah. Yeah, so his is a Chevy, I think, but this is the same kind of era, I believe. Sold at Meekum.
You know what I just discovered?
What?
That when I whenever you're watching your live on the TV, you can activate the live chat. So right where you have your camera,
Yeah.
it shows the messages of the people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it tells you like who commented and everything, just right there.
All right. So right now I'm gonna see if I'm signed into Meekum on this account, so we can see what this truck sold for at Meekum Auctions, and how long ago it was at Meekum Auctions. Oh yeah, that's cool. So, but
Like you already have the chat here.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have it, and they activate it on their
so Itzy's
TVs.
telling me if you're watching on your TV right now, there's a way for you to click a button to activate the live chat.
So in case you don't have that one, and you have the normal one.
I mean, you guys can see the live chat right now because I have it set up, but whenever I go to the other screen. IT person right there. And thank you guys, new people tuning in. Thank you guys. We're going over some cars coming up for the auction. I am just looking for... I've been doing it like Itzy talking. Cool. I can't see what's going on behind what you guys see. But I'm trying to find my password for Meekum Auction. Can't seem to figure it out. They changed these apps and updates on these phones too many times. All right. Here we go. Anything exciting happened with you guys this past weekend? Did you guys do anything? I looked at some houses earlier today. Just drove by them, but the houses are just way too expensive right now. Not even like as far as affording it, just I still want somebody to make $250,000 off me holding it for a year and doing nothing. Got hungover today from last night. Well, I hope you had a good recovery. I don't like to drink too much because it takes me about 2 days to recover. Rates need to come down. Yeah, rates definitely need to come down. You put a different steering wheel in my Vet. Oh yeah, what kind of wheel did you go with? You saw the new Superman movie. You thought it was... I haven't seen it yet. One of my friends told me it was really good. Alright. We had a parade carnival in town. Had my entire family over to watch it. I have 2 nephews, 2 and 4, that enjoyed it. Awesome, man. It's always great to have some family time. You know, I'm lucky I get to have family time every day. Downside is sometimes I get on your nerves a bit, so... Yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't know. I've had mixed reviews. One of my friends, he loved it. Some of my other friends liked it, but I don't know. I was never really big into Superman movies personally. Did I get the brakes fixed on my brother's auction purchase? Yeah, I did actually. So hopefully these videos I have coming out here in the future will be more like real time-ish, I guess. Because I had so many videos backed up that they were coming out like almost 3 weeks behind, 2.5 weeks behind. So I want to get back on track to where the videos are fairly recent. To where like I shoot a video and I post it like 4 days later instead of, 20 days later. So that the brakes, yes, we did fix those. It was about, I think like $1,200. Like it had no brakes at all. So spent about $1,200 getting brakes on it and got it sold. So that car's been sold. I think we sold it beginning of this past week or the end of the week before. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm doing here. So I'm searching for that little green truck. And it has to be fairly recent if it still has the tag on it. So, I mean, a green truck has to stand out. And then you go to Mecum, you have an account, you can see what the truck sold for. Like you see prices all right here. Okay, did I put 46 or 56? Because it says 46. You gotta stop buying those both though. They're hard to resell because release. Yeah, those things are like horrible to resell. I just bought it so I could have fill up a Corvette on the lot. No, I haven't sold it mainly because the same reason my 75 hasn't sold. It was at the mechanic shop for way too long. Whenever I posted that video of the C4, I had so many people call in. So many people looking and interested to buy it. It was at the mechanic shop for like 3 weeks. And it's still not done. Because they still need to fix something on the brakes. So no, it's not sold. And my 75 Corvette, the blue one, was supposed to be out Saturday. And now it turned into Monday or Tuesday. And that's been in there for a month. So my boys at Send It Performance are getting really, really slow. Anyways, I can't find the truck. If I spent some time longer, I could find the truck, see what it sold for. I may do it another day. But yeah, the C4s are not very hot at all. But that's a car to go in my in-house finance plan. Somebody come in with like, $3,000 down or so, I'll finance it personally. 4-door Falcon. I thought they sold this one. Or I thought I'd seen it before. Yeah, I could have swore they ran this one. Four-door inline 6. What I need is a convertible C7 Corvette. And I need a coupe automatic chrome bumper Corvette. Those are the 2 Corvettes I need right now. So if I can get a convertible C7, I can get a C5 convertible trade-in for it. I have a guy who wants a C5 convertible, and he has a, I think, 78 Corvette to trade in, and I can get that one. So I need to get one car to get that car to sell to this guy to get his car in. And then if I can get a chrome bumper car, I have a guy I could sell it to trade in a C6. Now look at this Corvette. This one's really cool. I wish I had the extra money to just buy this one. So this has the Z06 engine in it, 64, complete resto mod. Now this is the way to do it, in my opinion. Keep everything looking original to it. Except that they probably put a 6-speed in here. Throw an LS7 Z06 engine in it. And it's probably got an updated suspension too. Oh, they put a 5-speed in it. C4 chassis. Yep. That's the way to do it. That's what you want to do with the one you have, right? Yeah, pretty much. I know, Pete. I'm trying to buy some, man. They're getting hard to come by. I wouldn't say hard to come by. They're getting hard to buy. LS7. Because if I got to pay somebody $25,000 for a car that lives in Washington, it's going to cost me, you know, $1,800 to ship it here. I'm in it 27 grand. Say I got to spend $800 to fix it up, plus a detail. You know, call it 28 and some change. You know, you could go buy one from an auction for that. Cheaper, really. So there's just no money in those cars to buy them and resell them. Because the people that own them think they're, you know, they want $35,000 for them. And you can maybe get it if you sit on it forever, and if it's the right color combination, the right package, this, that, the guy that wants that year, wants that exact car, you may be able to squeeze it out of it. You have to take a trade, have to do financing, but to get a real buyer on those cars, it's going to be high 20s if it's not a 427 or a 454. So I mean, people think I lowball them on their chrome bumper cars when I offer them 22, 23 grand, sometimes 24. But I mean, I got to try to make something on it. So those are ones they have some chrome. I'll show you guys are about to see some. They have two that I know of in this auction. One looks okay. The other one also looks okay, but it's different. You guys will see here pretty soon. How do you guys feel about these GTOs? I was never personally a fan, but I don't know. What's the good year on the GTOs? I don't really know much about Pontiacs. Hey Dustin, we started off with 5. Now we got 30. Thank all you guys for tuning in. We're going over cars. So we're preparing for our live stream coming up Wednesday. So if you want to see all these cars sell, you're going to want to watch this live stream Wednesday. All these cars are coming up for sale. This one looks rough, but I want to say it kind of looks like a resto mod. I would bet some money they put an LS or something in here. Could be wrong. Or a 350 maybe. Oh, I was right. Don't I have an eye? Don't I know these things? Looks rough on the outside, but I could see through it. see what you sent me, guy. Oh, yeah. I do like that. I've never seen one, guy, I'm looking at your picture. I've never seen somebody put that on a C3 Corvette. I sold a C4 with that on it. Very nice steering wheel. How do you like it in that car? Does it drive all right? It felt really good in the C4 I had. You also went to Chicago on Saturday to visit with Alex from Legit Streetcars. We have a mutual friend, and I wanted to make an offer on his yellow Mercedes GTR. He wouldn't even listen to my number on it. Huh. Do they have a YouTube channel too? '64 was the first GTO. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, coming up on the Malibus. Now, another car I'm not a fan of is these model of Malibu Chevelles. Over $75,000 was spent on the restoration of this vehicle, 500 miles on new build. It features matching number and rebuilt 350 or 383 stroker engine. 383 stroker engine is a great engine. This car also includes AC, power steering, 24 invest in the hood and trunk. How do you spend $2,400 on hinges? Updated halo lights. What the hell is that? I don't like these. I like regular gas pedal. And was this like a ratchet shifter? A weird one? Yeah, Flintstone gas pedal. Well, I mean, you spend $2,400 on hinges, I guess they ought to be chromed out. So, guess it was worth it. Pretty clean car. Not my style. Another GTO Pontiac. This one's long. This is a long car right here. Has a 455 roller engine in it. Tri-power. Very clean car. Look at that. I always like that setup, but I bet that is a headache to try to get tuned properly. If one of those starts getting out of sync. Nice car, nice car. It's manual too. Nice car. Manual. This other Corvette's sick. What is this, a 67? 66? Now this is a looker. Headlight's a little off. kind of engine? LS3, baby. I think somebody asked me what I think these cars will go for. I got no clue what a Rusto Mod Corvette's worth, man. I can't tell you that. It's worth whatever somebody thinks it's worth. This one should be cheaper than the other one, though. It looks nicer, though. 66 Ford Thunderbird. Looks like a project car. For $1,500 in 1971, I believe it. My dad's had some receipts selling them for like, you know, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 back in the 80s. Yeah, project car. That is a definitely project car, which I don't need. There he is, Louisiana Dubs in the house. Going over some cars for auction right now. Here's a Plymouth Trail Duster. This is like an off-breed car that looks cool, but again, where's the market for it? Where is the market for something like this? All right, coming up on 67 Camaro convertible. Black is a very risky color to buy on a classic car, sight unseen. Because it will show every single little minor scratch. And it will look good in photos and videos. But once you get that thing to you, it's a different kind of car. So it's always hard to buy a black car, sight unseen. Especially convertible too. You had a blue on black. I'm sure that's a unique color. Manual. What's the most popular? It's a weird one. This one caught me by surprise. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. Yeah, that's the thing about black cars. They always look great. And that's like when people buy cars from like Mecum or Barrett Jackson. And I've seen it firsthand, where I've seen Corvettes go through them. Because me and my dad used to go to quite a few of those auctions. Haven't been in a couple years, but I've seen cars go through there where it's like, I don't know, good 5-10 footer car shiny because they put all this wax on it. They shine it up. They got people wiping it down constantly. And they have all these bright lights. And the car looks spotless. But you get up close to it, the whole car is pitted, bubbling, clear coat gone. And it brings all the money. And it goes online sell or phone bidder. You just know when they get that car there, they're sick. They're sick. Dustin, you're crazy, man. You need to stop doing that. Dustin's over here carrying the channel on his back. Alright, so here's this Corvette right here. I'm assuming this is, I doubt it's a real, did they LS swap it, or is it a original 427? Nope. What'd they do to this thing? What'd they do to this car? They just put different valve covers on it? Hey, Dustin donated $2. We got 2 more viewers in here. Yeah, it's got a different radiator, different alternator. I wonder if it's you guys think this is a different block? It's got to be a different block. I'm sure it is. I think so too. Dub, I think so too. Some good cracking to it. Yeah, I think so too. Well, they definitely wouldn't have said 427 back in the day, but the block has been repainted or something. Now here's a unique one. What do you guys think about this paint job on a car? Was the Dodge M4S Turbo sold to the public, or was it only a prototype? I don't know. Never heard of one. Never heard of one, to be honest with you. So, there's a guy here in town that has a Camaro in the same paint color scheme. And the Camaro is clean. But I am just... It would take a... I mean... You gotta find the right person for this car. For this paint job. I mean, I guess there's somebody for everything, but... This is definitely different. Yeah, it looks really clean though. Ratchet shifter. This one, good catch. I didn't even notice that. Didn't even notice it didn't have door handles. This is a clean car. Non-AC. But now this one looks really clean. So again, just making notes, so when it comes across the auction block, I don't have to scramble and see what it is. Probably. Here's another Camaro. I like the hardtops better. Or the coupes, I guess. So with this steering wheel, I feel like we've seen this kind of steering wheel, GT steering wheel, on quite a few cars here. Yeah, I just need to go over here and steal all the windows out of this one and give them to you. Okay, 350, no AC. This window cracked? Or is that just, what do they have back there? Let's see. Alright, so coming up on this Corvette. This Corvette is weird. And I was looking at the photos of it. I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, it seems weird. It's got a different hood to it. And I'm looking all around it. And I looked at it like 3 times. Like, man, this seems weird. It's just a different hood. But the whole front end's different. Look, there's no headlights. The headlights are on the bottom. So it's all, I mean, this whole front end is different. Did 68 Camaros have the vent windows? I couldn't tell you that. 32 people. I'm about to block Dustin on here, save his money. Thank you so much, Dustin. Appreciate the support. Looks like sitting on truck frame. What the hell? Yeah, so I mean, I know if I buy this right here, I'm going to get so much hate for it. I already got a lot of hate on that 69 I bought that had a different front clip right here. So if I bought this one, I know for a fact I'm gonna get some hate. It looks weird. Like, it just looks chopped. It is chopped, I guess. How come you can see through behind the back wheel? Is something missing? Which back wheel? Right here? Yeah, it's either the tire's too small or something. I don't think we can zoom in that deal to see. I think it's just a small tire. Or small rim, I don't know. Right here. The wheel should fill this up. But there's even a good little lift right here too. I'm not a big fan of this paint scheme either. But it looks like it was done right. At least as far as the paint goes. Symmetrical. 4-speed. Engine looks old. See, this is what's so confusing. It kind of looks like a C4. Kind of reminds me of a C4 engine bay. The way it is. I know I'm going to get some hate on this if I bought it. A lot. It would have to be pretty cheap. Yeah, that's what people are gonna think for sure. It could well have been crashed pretty hard. Oh, Jeep. Any Jeep fans in here? Pretty clean. Alright, so this other 69 looks really good, but there's some paint cracks on it. So this would be one to get, really, just to buy, but it's not the one I need. This is a convertible. It just has the hardtop on it. I need a coupe. And the automatic. You have a Jeep Wrangler? Cool. Yeah, I know those Jeeps bring some crazy money. But there's, you know, they made Jeeps forever, so I'm sure some years are the good years that people want. Some years are less desirable. I'm not a Jeep expert. I do like the hard tops that come with the cars on these. It looks like it's got some paint chips there, but whatever. But I do know there's a bad fiberglass crack somewhere on here. Looks like it's got new AC compressor at least. Here it is. It's not very noticeable. Tires look good. But there's somewhere else, I think. I think right here, spiderweb cracking. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what it goes for. I could use it. Another GTO. This one with a white vinyl top. Now, I definitely like this body style more than the other GTOs. 1,000% more. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the other ones maybe bring some more money, maybe? Could be wrong on that. But I like this body style better. I'm just not a fan of the vinyl tops. Like that Chevelle I had that about almost a year ago now. And I still talk about it. That's a car I probably should have kept. And I would have kept it if it wasn't a vinyl top. Oh, really? Awesome. Glad you're moving out some metal. How's it going with that how's it going with that Corvette guy? You get a quote on that yet? He didn't mess up with the engine with that harmonic balancer going out. So a lot of you guys that don't know, Louisiana Dub has a car dealership in Louisiana. So here's a Chevelle. I love the Chevelles. Chevelles are one of my favorite muscle cars. This one looks really clean. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Hey, Itzy, you need to feed Bulma. LS swap. LSA. I should have saw my notes. That's going to bring a lot of money. More money than what I got to spend. But here's one that may be in the range. But I think this is a 350. 72 has a tribute car, but yep, 350. Blah, blah, blah. Stripes. Working AC. 4-barrel carburetor. Alright. Good looking car. I mean, basic 350. It's a column shift, which is not popular. You would want a floor shift. And it being a 72, it is probably the least desirable one. Well, I already have notes in your 350 power. Everything but decent amount of scratches and chips. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Another GTO? What is this, GTO day? Now a convertible. Updated interior. Crate block. Little midget, the Bobby Mobile. I like the way these little cars look, but my dad says they're electrical nightmares. And they're not worth a whole lot. It's probably worth maybe $5,000 wholesale, $4 to $5,000 maybe. Nice, nice. 400 on that Pontiac. They do have a decent amount of trucks as well. What do I think of the Pontiac Fiero? Not much about it. It's a cheaper car. I think most people use that for the base on most kit cars. They made a whole bunch of them, if I recall correctly. That's why a lot of them are kit cars. A backwards Cavalier. Here's a 79 Camaro, passenger door not lined up into okay shape. So they've ran this car a few times and still haven't sold it. So maybe they fixed a couple of things on it. Not that many pictures of it. So they're probably going to update a lot of the pictures and a lot of the information on these cars tomorrow afternoon. Very clean looking truck right here. I think you could have gone with better seats, but it is a truck, so look at that right there. Now that's nice. Yeah, this truck's clean. Yeah, look at that. That's how you know some money's been spent on a car, when they paint the frame. That's a good looking truck. Probably bring a lot of money. I know it will. Ford Thunderbird. We need to buy another Thunderbird like I need a bullet in the head. Kind of a weird car in these years. Yeah. It is a boat. I think my Lincoln may beat that one though, or at least the same size. And I drove my Lincoln home last night. I've been getting a lot of action on my Lincoln Continental lately. This car looks faded. Good interior. Surface rust. Kind of looks a little faded. Like right here, looks like the bumper's different color. See what I mean? It looks like the front bumper's different. And probably not a popular color. Probably not a popular color at all. Another Jeep. This probably won't bring that much money at the auction. Yeah, you're probably right. I think it'll probably bring around there. Maybe I should buy this car to match my Lincoln. I already got the 2-door. Let's get a 4-door Cadillac. We got a 2-door Lincoln. Let's get the matching 4-door Cadillac. I may buy this car. It says it's got 7,000 miles on it. I doubt it. That's hard to believe. Oh yeah. What TV show was that? To where they would do Pimp My Ride. You guys, your cousin had a Pimp My Ride car. That TV show. Very clean. You were just typing that. There's probably another resto mod, vehicle wrap gray, not actual miles. Let's see here. Been lowered, obviously. Kind of a matte wrap gray. The only thing I hate about buying cars from an auction like this is they don't really give you much information on like what's in it. Like obviously it's an LS engine, but LS1, LS2, truck engine. Yeah, you could buy it and ship it over there. You can buy it and ship it out there to Louisiana. I wonder what the shipping would be up there. A little Mazda RX-7. That's a lot of miles on this car. Chevy. You know what's weird, by the way? If I buy a classic car from this auction and use this auction's transportation, it is double than what a normal car would sell for. So if I bought a $80,000 C8 Corvette and used them to ship it, it would be $450. If I bought a $15,000 classic car, 1970 something, shipping is going to be $900 to $1,000. They charge so much extra for classic cars, and they use the same carrier. They say it's for their insurance and stuff, but this is a lot of miles. This is a lot of miles to have on one of these Mazdas. They use insurance as an excuse that it's more expensive to replace it, even though you're comparing it to, well, if I bought an $80,000 car, you're only charging me $450. You could pay this car, 6 times over. A long bed Dodge. It's a truck that's probably not going to sell. You know who just gave me a really cheap quote for enclosed transport? Ooh, this is a nice car too. Is ACV. They just gave me a really cheap quote. I just like these kind of style of cars. Now here you go. Here's your kit car. They burst into flames. My dad would like this one. So Zimmerman, built on a Mustang. Very cool looking car. That would be cool, man. This thing's clean. Let's see, we'll see. See if there's closer pictures. Super nice. So is this a 5.0? Yeah. Probably, yeah. I don't. This looks very, very clean. What is this though? Is that a mirror? What is that? Looks probably like the tire. Huh, I wonder where that big crack was from. On Fox body chassis. Jaguar, no way. That is a problem waiting to happen. I don't think that one runs anyways. Mercedes-Benz, no way. Yeah, my dad said he had one for a while. One of those Zimmermans. No way I'd buy one of these cars. Just a headache waiting to happen. And they're good looking rides. Like this one right here looks really good, but nope. We're gonna update the pictures on that, I'm sure, but it's as is, so something wrong with it. Old school Jimmy. And speaking of Ford Lightnings and Chevy SS's, or 454, they have quite a few of them that should be here. This would be a popular truck where I'm at if it doesn't get too crazy on price. That one doesn't run. All right. GMC Sonoma Cyclone. So they have quite a few of these off-breed trucks. Really? Where do you get most of your cars at? Do you buy them from individuals or some good auctions where you at? Yeah, it's like it's just the GMC off-brand. Another Cyclone. How many miles did this one have? The other one, 50,000. Here's 100. So on Wednesday, we'll see. We'll see what 50,000 miles makes a difference. So same car, 50,000 mile difference. Yeah, Cyclones, I mean, you don't really see them a lot. Cool. If I was smart enough, we would do that. Buy them, fix them up a bit, and resell them. But no, I got to buy them already done. Here's one that could be in the money, maybe, if it doesn't get crazy. But these Fox bodies tend to get out of line on price pretty quick. So this one wouldn't surprise me to bring like 10 to 12,000 at the dealer auction. Even though I would think it's worth that retail, but they may bring that here. Really awesome. Now this is one I've never seen, a Jimmy. You said you just sold one of these, right? I've personally never seen one. Here you go. You can get this one. Here's another Typhoon for you. Here you go. Round 2 with your Typhoon. Pretty cool. And then you got a jacked up Ram Charger. What is this? Got the American flag in the grill or what? This thing's lifted pretty high. It's like a Storm Chaser's truck. Like in that movie with the Twisters. Looks like one of those movies you'd go chasing some tornadoes in. Ford Bronco. This one looks a little rough from the paint. Yeah, put some bull horns on the front of it. Hey, some good news right here. Got a notification. Ethereum is above $3,900. Maybe Ethereum breaks 4,000 tonight. That would be good. Ethereum's a cryptocurrency, for those that didn't know. Now this one, I like this truck. I really like this body style of trucks. Now it's a long bed, so that kind of sucks, but I think this is probably the best truck Chevy's made. It has some miles on her though. Yeah, they are getting expensive. Oh, it says 79. I thought it said 179. Okay, maybe not. This truck's gonna bring some money. PSA, XRP. I had a lot of XRP. I had a lot of XRP for years. I sold it all. I sold all my XRP at $2.50. But the problem with XRP is there's different. It's a very good token, but just because the banks use it doesn't mean it's going to increase the price. Because if that was true, then it wouldn't make sense to trade a volatile asset like that between the banks. Won't we come down? So if the price keeps going up and up and up and then down, then up, that's not a stable thing for banks. So for guys that don't know, XRP is a crypto token that's used by banks, or hopefully supposed to be used by banks to transfer money instantaneous across. It's supposed to be a money transfer between banks. And you can buy that token, and hopefully, you're betting that it goes up in price, which it has. It is. XRP is extremely quick for transport, but the problem is there's going to be banks that use it. I'm trying to get my hand in here. There's going to be banks that have the certain XRP tokens they send, and then there's a different kind of XRP token that's traded based on the value. But banks won't send it to one another because the value is changing so much here, so they use this other one. So banks could send trillions of dollars worth of XRP from each other, but it's not going to change this price because there's no money going up and down. And also, don't be holding the bag like I did. I bought a ton of it back in 2021. I've been holding it for 4 years and finally unloaded it. I held it from $1.80 to 25 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, wherever it fell to, all the way back up to $2.50. Cashed out all my bags because I was down 90% to then up 300% and cashed it out. Don't get greedy. If you're in profit a lot, sell it. Yeah, I've been holding since then too, and I bought a lot there too. But I can almost guarantee you it is not going to $10 like people think. Actually, I think the crypto cycle is almost over here pretty soon. In a few months. Alrighty. And that being said, if you guys have some Bitcoin, want to buy a Corvette, send some Bitcoin over here. Ripple literally had $9 transaction for an entire day, and the last time I checked the ledger, I bought 20K worth 3 weeks ago, sold 4 days later. Yeah, this Corvette's really clean. And I haven't had a black C5 in a long time. Triple black. Black top, black interior, black exterior. This one's nice. Jaguar. Headache. You had 2.5 Bitcoins sold at 74K, sucker born every day. Well, who knows? I mean, I was hoping it would go over 100,000, but I mean, really, who knows? When you have 2.5, that's 150. That's like, what is that? $190,000, $200,000 worth of Bitcoin. Or $210,000 worth of Bitcoin that you're holding. Yeah, when you got that big a size, you get a little antsy. You get a little antsy. You don't want it to fall back down to 20 grand, so you unload it. Nobody ever goes broke by taking profit. It may make you sick thinking all the money you missed out on, but it could have easily gone the other way. Now this has a different exhaust to it. Or at least tips. I'm just hoping Ethereum, see, hope's the word. Hoping Ethereum goes to somewhere around $6,000 to $8,000 and then I'll unload. But you know what? It could very well just fall back down to $1,500 and I'll be back negative again. Decent car. The problem with buying a C5 Corvette, if you buy a pre-2000 model, they aren't worth that much money. So like this MMR is out of whack on this car and they're not very desirable. Or sought after is the better word. because there's once you get that ABS and traction control light on, it is a hassle. So this Porsche, I remember looking at it a while back. It was pretty rough, and it sold, but now it's back. So that's very iffy, especially on a Porsche. So I'll probably stay away from that one. And then they got a 7.3 liter 4x4. Yep. Is it super difficult? I couldn't tell you because my dad's had his dealer license for 45 years, so he hasn't even had to. I mean, you have to reapply or renew it every couple of years, but he hasn't had to start from scratch. I don't think it's too much of a hassle. You have to have a sign, you have to have a lot that's blocked off, you have to have 5 cars and insurance, from what I remember. Yeah, the 7.3 liters, highly sought after. There's a dent there, dent there. We'll see what it does. All stock, so hasn't been deleted. Here in Texas, you want your trucks deleted. I tried bidding on this car last week. I was top bidder at $72.50. They wanted $8,500. Little Toyota Spider MR2, 90,000 miles on it. Old guy owned, yeah. They always add these little weird notes to them. Like, we bought it from Jefferson Miller. Like, I know who Jefferson Miller is. Lexus. You guys like these old school Lexuses? This one looks pretty clean, actually. Black top, good color. Missing her whole radio, but probably pass on that one. Another Corvette. So this would be one to really buy if I wanted to put a lot of money in it. It has a low CR for the miles. So right here you see the grade. They grade these on a scale 1 to 5. It has 27,000 miles on it. It should definitely be in the 4s. Don't worry about it, Ed. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Very nice car from what I can see, but again, it's black, hard to tell. 03 is a great year for the Corvette C5. Has heads-up display. Yeah, 03 is a great year. 03, 04. Well, anything really 01 and up, but 03 is like the best. I guess the dash is maybe peeling apart a little bit. Let me see what this CR says, because I mean, it's weird for it to have such a low CR. '04 is a good year too. Left seat worn, right seat worn, dash. I guess because the dash has a little crack, like separating there a bit. Not bad. Very clean. HUD. Auto miles. Auto. No gas. Yeah, that's the thing about it, has no gas in it, so hopefully it didn't mess up the fuel pump. And hopefully they can move it out of there. Then a little SSR. Unique cars. We used to sell a lot of these and we had a lot of luck with them, but then they got a little flaky. That was the top doesn't work. So top doesn't work. That's the problem with these cars. Is most of the time the top does not work on these. And that's the whole point of buying one of these, is for the top. And the last one I had, I sold on consignment for, I sold this lady an SSR back in like 2020, 2021. She put like 40,000 miles on it. All right, Louisiana W, take care. I know it's getting late. I know it's getting late, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Come in Wednesday morning for the live stream. But sold one of these cars to a lady back in 2021. And she had it, put a lot of miles on it. Brought it to me to sell for her. Top was working. The day the guy comes in to buy the car, he came in from like 3 hours out of town, got them all approved online, came in. Top was working on test drive, signed him up. He goes to show his mom the top. Top stopped working right there. That was kind of awkward. Chevy Intimidator. And then then I was like stuck in the middle because all the paperwork was already done with the bank. It's not my car. It's on consignment. The lady already came in to get a check for it because it was sold. The guy already came in. They were there at the same time talking. And then she leaves. And then the top goes out. And I was like, oh. I was like, dude, if you don't want to buy the car, don't buy the car. I was like, we'll figure it out. He's like, no, I drove all the way over here. The bank's already done. I'll buy it. So, okay. We already gave him money off the car to begin with. I think we gave him like $2,000 off the car anyways. This one looks clean. And I think that is going to be all the classics up until tomorrow when they update it. So hopefully they have some more C3 Corvettes. I really hope they do because I need some. What's the cost? I didn't fix it. Guy, you take care. Y'all still up on here? What's up, Josh? Yeah, we're out here partying. We just got done looking at all the classic cars that are coming up Wednesday for sale. But yeah, on that SSR, in any of the convertible roofs, it's almost not worth it to even get into fixing them because it costs so much to get them working right. There's hydraulics, wiring issues, motors, and it's just such a number of reasons of things to go wrong on them. But yeah, hopefully some more C3s that they update tomorrow. And some C6s and they have quite a few C5s. So hopefully we can snag one of those C5s. I could use one in stock. I don't have one right now. Don't care too much about C4s. I've been getting some phone calls. Oh, so remember last live stream? I was talking about that Barbie Corvette that the guy had that was a salvage title, had 90,000 miles on it. I offered him $5,000 for it. Well, I just followed up with him. I texted him and said, hey, buddy, your ex-wife ever get with you on that, what she wanted for that Corvette? So, oh, no, she said you're way too far off on that thing, and I agree with her. I I said, well, what do you think that thing's worth? He said, a lot more than 5,000. I said, man, it's a salvage title with 90,000 miles and a C4. Yeah, I mean, it's pink, but I don't know. Yeah, sentimental value. Yeah, Josh, you can run through them real quick. We went through them in detail, but here's just a quick glance at some of them. But they're all coming, so all these cars will be for sale Wednesday morning, or late morning. So we normally do our live streams around 10 o'clock. I think we're going to push it to like 10:30, 10:45 on Wednesday. Yeah, salvage title definitely cuts the value 50% or more. So if the salvage title is, say, car's worth 10,000, salvage title is probably worth 5,000. That means I gotta buy it for like 3,500. Okay. And then try to sell it for $59.95. So it's just, I got to buy it even cheaper than that. And I think I was giving them a lot of money for that Corvette too. I mean, even if it was just a clean title C4 with 90,000 miles on it, it would be $5,000 car. But, you know, it's pink. It's got a little bit of custom stuff to it. So look, I'm giving you what I would give a clean title car. But sentimental value, I'm sure he had a ton of money in it, but, and like I told him, I said, dude, your car's, you know, you did all of it almost 30 years ago. You customized it 30 years ago. You know, you've gotten your money 10 times over the years of driving it and showing it off. I can't help you that the car hasn't appreciated it yet. Yeah, and most people that buy Corvettes definitely wouldn't buy a salvage title. That one just looked different. The only reason I wanted it, because it would stand out, and it would go viral online for sure. But before we all sign off here, I know it's getting late, and I still got to eat a little bit of dinner and stuff. Any other questions? Anything like that? And that's about it. So we sold, I don't know, I think we sold like 5 cars this past week. Bought a Corvette. Have some more deals working on Corvettes. Just I haven't finalized them because I want to see what I get from the auction yet. So, but other than that, that is it. Opinion on C7. I'd rather have a C6 than a C7 personally. But C7, if you're buying the Corvette for which one's a better car, C6. At least that's my opinion, but I've only driven hundreds of them. But other than that, guys, you guys take care. Have a great night. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to go check out the video I posted. Check out the video I posted yesterday. It was a video going over some cars my brother bought. Yeah, I did see a few C4s sell and bring a trailer for some good money. They sold an 80-something Corvette for $20,000, but it had 7,000 miles on it. So as always, when you have nice stuff, it's gonna bring more money. If you got iffy stuff, it's gonna bring iffy money. So, anyways, y'all take care. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great night. See you guys soon.